Stranded, reaching out. I call your name, but you're not around. I say your name, but you're not around. Need ya, I need ya, I need you right now. Yeah, I need you right now. Don't let me, don't let me, don't let me down.
What is up, everybody? It's Flashwing back again on the R1 today. Oh, why so many motovlogs this week, Flash? Well, I've had such an itch to ride. I've been trying to ride as much as I can this past week. Just hang tight. I'm gonna have some vlog material for you guys this week. It's not gonna be all motovlogs, though. Much of you in my audience found your way here because of the motovlog, so I don't want you to think that that's going away or anything. You guys may or may not notice I've got a new microphone set up in the helmet. The biggest difference is this was actually a stereo microphone setup. I've got two microphones, one on the left, one on the right. I noticed a lot of my motovlogs within the past 6 months, especially since I bought my Bell helmet, have the audio's been terrible. I mean, you can hardly hear me. So it's a new microphone setup. I hope you guys enjoy it. I may have to do some additional tweaking. I really wanted to take the Grom today. I'm heading up to the north side right now. But unfortunately, as you can see out there in the distance, that is a nasty, nasty, nasty storm coming in. And it's coming in from the northeast. So I needed something with a little bit more speed. I wanted to include this in the past video that I talked about with respect to the Colorado group doing Kill the Streets, which, first of all, thank you for the support on that video. I'm shocked and amazed that I haven't had any trolls. I've become more aware recently of just how much stuff on YouTube is complete fake. It's just complete fakery. That's totally bogus, and a number of fake videos coming from significantly larger channels, although I would say that there is a decent possibility that one of the reasons why these channels got so big is because they engaged in producing content that was completely bogus. Now, fake pranks are what they are. Fake pranks to a certain extent can more or less be kind of like going and watching a magic show. You know what you're watching is not necessarily real, but you're not sure how it was done or to what extent, and so that's part of the entertainment, right? Well, the only thing, the way I think it crosses the line is when you're producing videos where you're trying to highlight some particular aspect of society, such as whether or not society is racist, whether or not society is discriminatory against certain religions, or whether or not society is, so stuck up that they don't pay attention to poor people or anything of that nature. And when you make videos of that type, and then you basically, the whole video is completely fake, where it was hired actors and it was all scripted, and that's where I feel like you cross a line, because there's two different camps of the video like that. You either have people who watch the video and they don't believe it because they don't feel that particular piece of human nature exists in society, or you have people who watch that video and their beliefs are validated by it. And quite frankly, it's the people who are validated by videos like that I feel are the most disservice is done to them, because they believe something that isn't true. I'm really shocked and quite frankly very disappointed in how many YouTubers out there engage in completely deceptive videos. But the fact of the matter is that they're encouraged by profits, and they're encouraged by fame, and the money-making aspect is probably obviously the most lucrative, but certainly the most attractive of the two. And it's awful. And kind of along that junction point, I've seen a number of other videos out there talking about mostly, social justice issues, but the continued theme that I see that's permeating out of society, which bothers me tremendously, is this continued notion that everything that is wrong in someone's life is the fault of society, it's the fault of someone else, there's no personal responsibility out there on a grand scale, and it just continues to bother me because so many problems that we're facing as a society, whether it's here in the United States or potentially in other countries, but definitely here in the U.S., is this complete lack of personal responsibility out there. And if people simply exercise a little bit of introspection and held themselves accountable for the things that happen to them in life, you would see so much positive change out there virtually overnight. You know, there's this permeated notion that we're all influenced by commercial advertising and materialism and, you know, and all this subliminal messaging. And at the end of the day, the fact is that we're influenced by ourselves, not by anybody else. We allow ourselves to be influenced in different ways by different people. It's all a personal choice, even if we are making it subconsciously. I mean, the fact of the matter is, that's the whoa! The fact of the matter is, we make a choice. We choose to be a certain way, and inaction, the absence of action, is also a choice. You know, I hear a lot of people make excuses of, well, I didn't have any choice. I didn't have any choice. Of course you had a choice. You just choose not to make one. And that in and of itself is a choice, ladies and gentlemen. The temperature went down by about maybe 5 degrees. Pretty noticeable this time of day. So we are going to get pounded. It's going to go in dry. It's not about beating yourself down. That's the thing, is it's not about walking around being like, man, I'm just a terrible person and I can't do anything right. Or it's just about accepting the situation and realizing that you can change it. And there's all sorts of stuff that ties into this that I just don't have time for today. But really look, like, if you're not happy with your life, really look at the things around you. Find things to change and have hope that you do have the power to change them. It may take time, but if you persist long enough, you can do it. So thanks for riding with me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's topics, and we will see you out there.